What year were you born?
27.
Okay. And you grew up in?
In Portsmouth, Virginia.
So, Pops, I'm going to read a little bit of this article. You remember this article?
Yes, I do.
Marion is from Portsmouth, Virginia. You were drafted when you graduated from high school and remained in the Army for 22 years, serving in Germany, Korea.
22 and a half. Go ahead.
Serving in Germany, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. You were kind of at the tail end of World War II.
As far as World War II is concerned, I was in and out of that. I came in the Army in 1945.
So World War II, and then we were going in Korea. You worked with the troops there.
I was in military police at the time.
You were an MP.
Yeah, I wasn't flying it.
My father is a helicopter pilot. You graduated from helicopter school as a warrant officer.
Well, we started with 57 people, and we didn't graduate with 10.
His logbook includes 800 combat hours in a gunship in Vietnam, protecting troops in hostile zones and patrolling the main waterway from the South China Sea to Saigon. His ship was hit often, but he never had to make a forced landing.
My helicopter was hit quite a few times, but it wasn't anything critical, and I was able to fly it back.
This was a rifle from Vietnam. He said that the guy was shooting at the helicopter, and they shot him, and then they swooped down and took his rifle and saved it as a souvenir. And he's had it all these years since the Vietnam War.
Before you left the Army, you earned 14 decorations, including the Bronze Star, for going into enemy territory alone in an attempt to rescue 7 persons on board a downed helicopter.
That's a 3-star general pinned it on me.
So you left the military in 1968.
Right.
So after Vietnam, he was one of 5 pilots assigned to test the Bell Cobra.
This is the Huey Cobra, the world's first helicopter specifically designed for the armed helicopter role.
He now is one of 5 regular flying for Ronson helicopters. He doesn't especially welcome the period from March through mid-May.
Forest fire season.
Forest fire season, when he's on station, ready to rush wherever one of New Jersey's forest tower men spots smoke. He gets it by radio and can usually stop the fire from going wild by emptying 100 gallons?
Yeah, water bucket.
Water bucket the copter carries. He stopped a dozen fires that way. For rescue missions, while you were flying in the States, you rescued a train load of snowbound passengers in Kansas and ferried 15 injured GIs from Fort Ord, California. You got them to a hospital, finding them in 20 minutes and getting them all back in 15. He recently returned from Richmond, Virginia, where he taught the police to fly helicopters. He taught the state police of New Jersey and Delaware and is teaching flying to his daughter, Marcia. And so the last part of this story talks about you being a cameraman, Pops. Last month, he was in Washington, D.C., flying a movie cameraman filming a scene from The Exorcist. And you had to hover outside the window.
Right.
For a long time to get the shots of the house. Are you ever jumpy or scared in tight spots?
No way.
You did say about the same thing. You said, I've been flying long enough to know what will get me into trouble, and I avoid those pitfalls.
That's right.
You like Washington, D.C.? My father's been an example of many things. He's been an example of determination, of service to his country, to his family, to his community. Marion, tall, husky, placid and pleasant.
That's me.